Hey everyone, welcome to From the Depths. I'm Menti, and this is episode 198 of the Battleship Brawl Season 3 tournament. This episode we've got the Satin class cruiser by Gaming 19 once more. It is facing off against the Leviathan by Xanderzoo in a league battle today. Spawns just a little bit low. It's important to note the Leviathan has half a life remaining, so if it loses this battle, it will be retired. Let's go ahead and get this underway and see what happens. Leviathan starting out broadside, able to bring all of its weapons to bear right away. Secondaries fire first, Satin class answers, and then the primary volley from the Leviathan goes out, and oh, okay, that could have been a lot worse, but yeah. This is why being broadside is a lot better, because you don't get the fire raking down your center line and just annihilating your turrets. It's like, in theory, it should make you a smaller target, but in a game like From the Depths, when you have, you know, more or less aimbot AI that, as long as everything is going according to plan, basically doesn't miss, being a smaller target doesn't help all that much, unless you've got the maneuverability to take advantage of that. Satin class down to 94%, Leviathan 97%. Ooh, looks like one of the Leviathan's rear guns here took a heavy hit, has been badly damaged. Big hole blown open in the side of the Leviathan there. But I think this whole superstructure area is basically, yeah, it's more or less unarmored. Ooh, that turret just took a shot straight to the face. I think the two of the three guns are completely disabled. Oh, nope, only one of the three. Though I think the other one may be disabled by barrel damage. Satin class down to 90%, Leviathan 95.3. Going in for a ram. Oh, and it just kind of ground down the barrels of that turret there, it looked like. Oh, and then it fired and blew itself up. Well, part of its barrels, anyway. What was left of the barrels. Oh, that's kind of funny. Satin class, 87.1. Leviathan, 93.3. Means the Leviathan has gained a 5 percentage point lead. It is on track to win this battle and stay in the tournament. But this battle is far from over. The Satin class has plenty of weapons left and is somewhat difficult to hit and pretty well armored. So, anything could change, though. I mean, of course, if the weapons just insist on facing the wrong direction and not firing at the target, well, I mean, you know, they aren't very effective when they do that. It looks like this rear weapon has been disabled. So as of right now, in this position, I don't think the Satin class well, this gun right here might be able to fire. It's really close. I think it's got a firing angle, but I don't know if it has the elevation, because the guns don't seem to be elevating any. They're tracking, but they're not elevating. I don't think that gun is able to fire. The Satin class is just a sitting duck right now. Well, I guess a swimming duck. It is moving. Leviathan has a pretty tight turn radius. It's bringing itself back around. It was sailing away there for a moment, but it seems it's bringing itself back around. I mean, it's turn rate isn't very high. But it doesn't take a lot of space for it to turn, it seems. Ooh, Satin class seems to have some buoyancy issues. It's it's got some flooding going on. Lost some air in some compartments somewhere. That is not doing well for it. It's not sinking yet. It's really close though. And it's not 80%, so it won't despawn from that. But it is in a very precarious position. If it takes another hit somewhere in the bow and loses, oh, there it is. The despawn timer has started, or not the despawn, the disqualification timer has started. Oh, so is the Leviathans. I think that's for range rather than being too low in the water. Since they're both ticking away. Leviathan needs to bring itself about. This gun is still facing the wrong way. It looks like the Leviathan is going to manage to make itself... yep, it is approaching now. Its timer has stopped while the Satin classes is still going. Probably for sinking at this point. It looks like, yeah, it looks like it is approaching. Sort of. It's definitely at an approaching angle where it shouldn't be getting disqualification time for that, but it is sinking. Like, most of the ship is underwater. You can't call this not sinking. And there it goes. The Satin class cruiser has been sunk by the Leviathan, allowing the Leviathan to continue on in the tournament. Only with one life, so if it loses another battle, it's done, but it is not out yet. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the battlefield.